This Pitboss podcast is brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Easily found on Route 213 in Kennedyville on Maryland's Upper Eastern Shore. The hard-to-find guns, the ammunition that's non-existent today, Molly's has you covered. Plus, much, much more. Molly's is your one-stop destination with Molly's Restaurant, Molly's Mart, and Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Visit them online at mymollys.com, MYMOLLYS.com. Fuel your adventure at Molly's. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set, please. All right. Hey, a very happy Thursday morning to you. I am live in the mobile Pitboss Studios, a.k.a. I'm in the Pitboss F350. It is bonus day 6 of 24. And I really wanted to do this yesterday afternoon. And to be honest with you, the cooler temps yesterday morning along with the strong wind, by the time I got back to the house and sat down, especially after the hot shower, I was pretty much done. So I procrastinated and did not get it done yesterday. So I'm going to give it a shot here this morning. I'm not sure how the audio will be, but I'm guessing it's good. Karen, I have done things quite like this before, so I have not broken myself from saying, have I? Something difficult for me at least. All right. Once again, it is bonus day 60 of 24. I have no notes. If I had notes, I wouldn't be able to see them anyway, I guess. I got to turn this heat down a little bit. I am in shorts and flip-flops this morning. Let's see what it says. It's 32 out. Yesterday was 19. But the wind, like I said, I think really got me yesterday. I am going to turn this heat down even more. Is she warm? All right, there we go. I'm good. So again, I don't have notes, and if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to see them anyway. That said, I am done and getting over the 60-day Seaduck season. And again, I say it often, but it was the last year of the special Seaduck season in the Atlantic Flyway as well as Maryland. The Wawa coffee's tasting good. I just left Wawa. Got about a 45-minute drive. But yeah, the Wawa is good. So we're over the Seaduck season. And I truly am over it, man. Woo. It was just... I talked to somebody yesterday about this in the afternoon. I try not to have that... The mindset or my memory of what I remember most recent, and the stuff that happened years and years and years ago, I don't remember quite as well, which probably is the case. But I'm still telling you, this year, the special Seaduck season in Maryland was the worst as far as wind goes. The Wawa is good. It really was, because there's only 1 week that I got all 6 days in. We don't hunt Sundays in Maryland, so Seaducks are 6 days a week. And I even had the seat air conditioning on, and I'm still a little bit warm right now. But it truly was very, very windy, and through a little bit of a brant season here, it's kind of continued. So today is day number 3 of a 3-day hunt. Tuesday did not happen. Yesterday was marginal as far as the wind goes. And man, we got off the water. It really did kick in even stronger. And today, same direction out of southwest, but hardly nothing, like 5 knots to 10 knots. So I do have that back window crack. I can hear it to my ear. I hope you guys can't hear it quite as much. But yeah, very, very windy. Seaducks, the brant season's kind of been like that, and truthfully, I told the guys yesterday as I got in the boat, I said I got to really kind of a poor attitude, but I'm trying to keep it positive. And they were like, because of the birds or the wind? And the steel line from PEI Paulie, I just answered yes. We get done hunting quite often with Paulie and PEI. I like to ask, are we eating or drinking? And he just like answers yes. So, a little odd aroma. I don't know what that is. I'm not even to the Billjack factor yet. Sometimes the Billjack has got some nastiness. There's a couple duck boats at the Rofo. I said it again, didn't I? But yes, that was my. I'm going to try to really stay on topic here. My attitude has not been the best, and I hate that to kind of spill over into my hunts. But at the same time, I am an honest guy, so I did throw that out there yesterday morning. And again, wind or the birds? And I just said yes. So I pretty much am done or ready for this season to be done. I want to shift gears and get into doing other things. My mind's kind of racing with that and those type of things. The future, February, March, April, May, late winter, spring, and into summer. It's got a lot I want to try to get accomplished as I merge onto 113. I said it again. I am ready to switch gears. I've got a good 2 weeks here still. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah. 18 days. That my math is not good this morning. It's a little over 2 weeks. But I guess this is a good idea. I am concentrating driving, so sometimes when I pause, I guess I'm actually thinking about what I'm doing. Switching gears, want to get into many different things. I said it again. Decoys are a high priority on my list. I'm a degenerate decoy carver, and I did not get everything done, sadly, last fall. End of summer. I couldn't even say fall. Last summer. Because by the time October was here, I really was done. Or by the time the fall was here, I really was done. Oh yeah, just making sure I had her turned on correctly. How'd I do? Degenerate decoy carver, I am. And I even had deposits from people embarrassed by it. I even offered to send money back, and very kind of everyone. They said, nah, just get them done. We still want the decoys. So decoys are a high priority. Switching gears, and Fred West called last night. We talked. He sent me some videos. He's diligently carving. So I've got some of those influences to help motivate me. So decoys, and again, man, the Pitboss World headquarters. Karen and I were looking at plans again last night. So generally and typically we know the footprint. Now I'm going to switch gears into PBHQ. We know the footprint. We just don't know 100% inside the layout, and that's kind of what we're tweaking right now. So, got to meet up with the architect here shortly and get some of those things 100%. I don't say in concrete, but at least get it on paper that we are going in the best direction for us. So, I don't even know what I just said there. So, looking at things while I'm talking. All right, I will focus. So yes, PBHQ, get the plans done. Looking forward to things warming up. I hope we don't get in that cycle like we did. Gotta watch my speed. Get in the cycle like we did last year, where and it kind of almost seems like maybe they're not weekly, but storm number 2 is gonna be here shortly. Today's Thursday. It looks like really Saturday, Sunday, I guess. So that is not a positive thing for us as far as the ground goes over there. So man, it was super, super wet there last year, and everybody told us that that was very uncommon for it to be as wet as it was. But I can see kind of those, that little winter trend, at least here in mid-Atlantic, where the low pressures come across the country, kick off into the ocean, and then move northward and just spin counterclockwise and bring in plenty of moisture. So I hope that's not the trend. Although it looks like number 2 is coming here. I did see something on the Weather Channel that just showed December for the mid-Atlantic, East Coast mid-Atlantic. December, maybe it was November too. Definitely December, January, February, March, April. No, not April, just March. But and how many over the past 10 years? How many storms have been? January is the strongest month, has the most storms. So hope that's not the case. But what else is on my mental list? Did my daily morning Instagram story this morning, kind of the countdown of the days, or the progression of my days. If you do not follow myself, because it's just my account, Karen has her own separate account, but it's at Pitboss, Pitboss Waterfowl. So we'd appreciate if you check me out. Try to do my best job with having good content. I think if you Google on how someone should post and use Instagram, I think I'm the definition of a spammer and an abuser, but I can't help myself. I post daily. Probably post too much. I do enjoy doing it. But yeah, so Instagram, at Pitboss Waterfowl, please. If you do not, give me a gander if you could. Karen and I also have the patron account fired up. Patreon.com/Jeff Coates, JEFFCOATS. Got 3 levels on there. We're just not asking for money. There is value, or at least we think there's value in each level. The level 3, and I need to sell level 3, and once they're sold, we can do this. But there is going to be a Seaduck hunt giveaway for patrons. So it's going to be a mixed group, much like the Pitboss XX contest that we did. Although the patron's not a contest, but it's similar to the contest, as in it was four winners, possibly didn't know each other, but shall we say we're like-minded individuals, followed along with what we do, and I think it worked out well. So I guess there could be a little rough spot or two mixing and matching people, but give it a shot and see. So patreon.com/Jeff Coates. Check it out if you would be so kind. We'd appreciate it. Been following along with all my podcasts. I was working on Brant Decoys on Monday, I guess it was, tying up some V-boards, and got to check them out, the Punisher Waterfowl Podcast. Punisher Waterfowl Podcast, the Union 0430. Dave and the boys do a great job. It was kind of their kickoff episode for 2022, a Happy New Year's episode. They took a little break through the holidays, and it was nice to hear them back. During their podcast, which I got to tell you, man, the format that they do, I love it. They use a Zoom format, so it's actually, the video is recorded, so they put it on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube, Punisher Waterfowl Podcast on YouTube, as well as all and any of the other podcast outlets, shall I say. But in that, they kind of said, hey, I've done the show a couple times, so I text them quite often, try to keep up with everybody, and they said that they did not know that I did a podcast. And I guess this episode will be 26, I think, if my memory is correct. But them saying, Damien specifically saying that, got me thinking about stuff I've tried in the past, and it brought up the old BlogTalk radio, which I did put in a good effort every Tuesday night to do that. to record that. It was live, so there's lots of tongue twisters in there for me because I mumble, and especially when I'm not really, well, not when I'm not thinking, but when I'm thinking about too many things at one time. But I went back and dug them out, and they're from 2014 and 2015. Sadly, the ones that are 7 years old, I guess, are expired. You know, they're not. I couldn't get them to play. The 6-year-old ones I could get to play. And I feel bad because there's two really good ones where I had Paul Dabrowski from Jersey on, and Paul's a great guy, a true waterfowler in every sense of the word. Awesome world-class decoy carver, and he'd call in and just I would have him on as a guest, and then after he realized that this was the BlogTalk radio format is you could actually call in, and a lot of times nobody would, so I would just ramble, you know, with a guest, or if I didn't have a guest, just talk myself, which evidently I'm able to do. Paul would just, after, if he wasn't on the show, but he would call in because he was listening, and it was live. I don't know how much of a delay there was. I can't remember, but it was live. So, but listening to the Punisher podcast, it made me, the Punisher Waterfowl podcast, it just kind of made me think of some of the stuff that I'd attempted to do in the past, and I found probably one of the better ones. If you've seen any of my current shirts, hooded sweatshirts, short sleeve shirts, decals, the Pitboss XX, that logo, Brian Wetcher, Wetchco Signs, super guy. Check him out on Instagram. Or you can check him out on all social medias. Brian Wetcher, Wetchco Signs. But I had the chance to rewound and listen to one of his. Or not one of it was his episode. So I was able to download it, and I want to add it right now to this podcast. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it again. It's bonus day 6 of 24 brand hunting. Happy Thursday to you, and I do appreciate you following along. And I hope that this next little segment, which is not little, I bet you it's probably 60 minutes long, is somewhat entertaining. Until next time, thank you.
BlogTalk Radio.
Pitboss Waterfowl Radio. Pitboss Waterfowl Radio.
Get the belt on. Seriously, this is a good one.
And Pitboss Fishing 2. Ha ha ha!
That soundtrack a little bit better. The fishing reels are not quite sounding the way that they sounded to my ears, but we'll get that worked out. A very good Tuesday evening to you all. Kind of drizzly. Got a stalled front over us, and man, it's been like this for the past week. Last week when I was talking, it was like this, and it's still here, kind of a northeast and easterly, humid. It's warm at least, but man, definitely very, very moist and damp out. I'm Jeff Coach. What is up? Broadcasting from the Pitboss Studios this evening. We are semi-mobile, and I do have a special guest this evening, but nothing really going on this week that much that's super exciting. Just staying busy. I've been covered in cedar dust, some cork dust. I have a lot of paint on my hands trying to get Scoter done, but we're getting a couple new old squaw long-tailed ducks, getting them ready and getting them in the loop, and things are good. So good and busy, and man, September's flown. Really, summer's flown by, and September is definitely flying by, and October 1st will be here before we know it. So the call-in number, if you are interested this evening, if you are joining us live, please feel free to call in. Area code 347-637-1058. Area code 347-637-1058. My special guest this evening Ryan Wetcher, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can, man. I'm sorry. For some whatever reason, in the beginning there, my headset was not cooperating. So, Brian, I appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get to the latter part of what you got in the works for us here. Introduce yourself properly, because I'm sure I will not get everything correct. So, promotions, signs, printing, shirts, decals, you do it all, right?
Pretty much. If you want your name on it, we can take care of it. Yeah, I have a sign shop, and we also do embroidery, screen printing. We have a laser engraver. We do promotional products. Like I said, if you want your name on it, we can probably do it.
For sure. You sent me some really cool samples, and we are excited. Karen and I are excited about getting some items in the works. You are located in Frederick, Maryland, correct?
Correct. I live in Montgomery County, and the shop's in Frederick County.
Very good. Coot is not with us anymore, but she came from Damascus, so I know that's very close to you there, right?
Correct. Yep.
Right out Route 70 there. So,
yep.
We've you and I have been texting back and forth, sharing photos throughout the summer, and I mentioned tiger shark in our small description here on the BlogTalk radio, and tell me more about that, man. That thing was mighty impressive looking.
He was a nice little beast there. We were just a family vacation down on Myrtle Beach, and we really weren't even fishing for sharks that day. Just fishing an artificial reef, only 3 miles off the coast. You can see the beach, and just getting a mixed bag of all kinds of things off the bottom. And I was there with 2 friends and my 2 sons, and suddenly somebody saw a shark. And luckily, I had my bigger rods with me, had a shark rig with me, and by the time I got everything set up, he wasn't around anymore. But we had a small bluefish, little snapper that we had caught earlier, and so I threw him out there just for something to do. It was probably maybe 45 minutes later. I was just checking, I was pulling that in, checking the bait, and it was all chewed up. It had been all eaten up by little fish. And as I had the hook in my hand and cleaning it off, we saw the guy again. So we got one more little snapper blue in the box, and quick pulled him out, and we started throwing some chunks at the shark, trying to just keep his attention until I got ready. And next thing you know, he was interested. He took the bluefish and he kind of ran with it and fought that thing for probably about an hour and 10 minutes. He probably circled the boat I don't know how many times, and we were anchored. So that was a trick, because of course every time he went around, he went under the anchor line. So I was doing some acrobatics up front, but it was a good time. We had a real good time. We got some real good pictures, and didn't get 100% clean release. He still has a hook in his lip there somewhere, but I tried to pull it out, just would not budge. So I cut the leader right there at the hook, and he'll fight another day. It was a good time. It was fun. It was a fun time with my boys.
Yeah, awesome. I can tell you, man, the only thing that you did wrong, you did need a picture of him up in the boat with you. That's the thing I think you did wrong. I think you needed need to be laying beside him and get your picture taken.
Trust me, I tried to pull that thing up. He was about 7.5 foot. I'm guessing 200 pounds, maybe. I don't know. I tried to get him in. I wanted that picture real bad, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, he had some girth on him for sure. The last tiger shark that I know was a tiger shark that I saw. We were Seaduck hunting. I had a dog in the water, so that was my last run in with a tiger. But I was happy to see when you text the picture to me. That was very cool.
It was a good time. It was fun because I kept seeing your sharks you're pulling in, and guys being guys, I had to text you a picture because mine was bigger than yours.
You trumped us. That's all right though. There's always next year. Exactly. So that was your summer vacation. I know I've been seeing on Facebook, and if somebody wants to visit your Facebook page for the signs, where and how, I know I have it in the description, but why don't you tell us too, please?
As far as what's on the Facebook page, or how to get to it?
No, like it's facebook.com/.
Oh, I don't even know that. But if just go to search and just search Wetchco, WETCHCO, Wetchco signs. As far as I know, I'm the only Wetchco in the world. So.
And I believe, honestly, I believe that's what it is. I typed it out. I think that's what it is. It's WETCHCO signs . I don't know. Anyway, you're right. You're easy to find.
Something like that.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Now, on your personal Facebook page, I know I saw. It looks like you guys got in some good September Canada Goose action.
Oh yeah, I got a good customer who's got a nice farm. He's got 300 acres and leases another 1,200, and he's a good customer because he actually, that opening week, he chased off a bunch of people. People were offering him a lot of money to hunt his field, and I tell you what, that's a good customer because he doesn't charge me a dime. And we hunted that field, and I think we had 6 guns and hunted just the morning and came home with 30 geese, and they just kept coming in. It was really a good time. Had a lot of fun, and I was happy to share that with some of my buds. Yeah,
for sure. Now, I remember seeing the pictures. I can't remember, was it cut corn or like a hayfield?
It was cut corn, and it had been cut a while. There was already oats in there, and obviously with the dry August and September we've had, the oats were only 2 inches tall, and they just weren't real good. So there's still a good bit of stubble in that field to brush things in. We actually hunted that same field last year, and there was not corn in there. It was all alfalfa. And, trying to brush in with alfalfa is kind of tough. I told the guys we were hunting with, wear green, because the whole field was green. But,
right.
we did pretty well last year in that same field, but we did definitely better this year.
Awesome. Very good. Well, again, it was cool to see. I try to do, to be honest, I talk about this a lot, that I really, and I know you're on Instagram also. I really do much more on Instagram. I always tag things and post things from Instagram to Facebook. A lot of times, I'm not on Facebook as much as what I used to be, So, I don't know, but I did maybe from Instagram. I saw anyway. Somehow or another, I know I got to your page, to check out the goose shot. So that was good to see. Good to see you got out in September for sure.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, and I've been doing a lot more on Instagram myself because with the business page on Facebook, they kind of changed some things. So just Facebook's not what it used to be for businesses unless you pay for it. So it's I get more kind of more action and more people checking things out on Instagram. So it's kind of
Yeah, I agree with you too, man. I mean, I love social media. I love the internet. I love technology, and it does seem like things have kind of changed up a little bit. And if for nothing else, you definitely can. It seems like it's easier to have people follow you on Instagram than maybe not as much on Facebook, and or people that pay on Facebook obviously get the preferential bump up, just like on the Google search. You'll see, have a little yellow box where besides saying it. Basically it's an ad to get them bumped up, but
yep.
But yeah, man, I love all the technology. Getting older, but still try to stay up with it. So new iPhone 6s. I might be tempted to once they're here. They've been here for a little bit. I might have to be tempted to switch over before the season starts.
Yeah, I'm thinking of upgrading myself. I still have. I don't even know which one I have. I have iPhone something. It's,
Karen's
2 generations ago.
Ooh, man, you do need to get up to date.
Yeah, when your kids got bigger, better phones than you, it's time to step up.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of bigger, it was kind of the joke in the beginning that Karen got the Plus the last time around, and we kind of joked that it was the mini iPad. But I got to tell you, especially with my eyes recently, I think I may be gravitating towards the larger screen. So that's
amen, brother, amen.
We're not getting any younger.
No, I got readers all over the place. I got readers on my nightstand. I got readers on my desk. I got readers everywhere. Try to keep those hidden. That really shows your age.
You should wear sunglasses like I do. Nobody knows.
It's a good plan.
That's the truth, man. It's the truth. Referencing back again to, I guess this was Instagram, man. I saw you had a load of scoter decoys. What's the story with that, and what you got planned this year?
Well, got to try to get out there and do some Seaduck hunting. Actually, one of my customers is they make it's fowl foolers. They're out of Ohio, and they do burlap wrapped foam decoys. And kind of connected with them a couple of years ago. I was sponsoring a junior duck hunt and was looking for a kind of a traditional wood duck call and something that was kind of plain. I mean, as you know, most duck calls are not plain. They're all fancy. They got all kinds of stuff lasered all over them. And I stumbled across them in, I think, Wildfowl magazine, gave them a call, told them what I was doing, and it was good timing. They were in need of someone who could laser duck calls. And so kind of connected, we went back and forth. And one thing led to another, and I now laser their duck calls, and when they have some kind of special commemorative duck decoys, I'll laser special things on the keels of their decoys. And so we've been going back and forth, and I'm also kind of, I guess, on their pro staff, if you will, and so I use their decoys as much as I can, and they're a real nice decoy. They float real well, and they really hold up, and and the fact that you can shoot them is nice too. You don't have to worry about those decoys sinking.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, like I said, I saw the picture. I was very impressed. It looked like you had a bunch of them.
Yeah, I got quite a bit. I got boxes at the shop, and I got boxes in a trailer here that are kind of ready to roll. I got to actually rig some of them up. It's getting close here, isn't it?
It is. Now, Fowl Foolers, is that Dave Fletcher?
Yeah, I believe he's working with them as well, and he's their marketing guru. So he's really helping get the word out. They're a small family-owned business, and they're made in USA and the whole deal. And Dave's trying to kind of help them out and getting the word out, and he's doing a real good job. You see him kind of promoting their stuff. He's doing shows, and I'm trying to do my part as well. I try to promote as well, and so we all need to help each other.
Oh, for sure. I remember seeing mention his name. I remember seeing that. I think last month they had an open house in Ohio at the factory there.
Yeah, they did. It's pretty interesting. I've been there. I've been to the factory. I got the $2 tour, and it was quite neat to see from start to finish how it all goes on. I didn't know what to expect, but it's all done right there in one place. Yeah, it's all in good old Ohio.
Is that like Sandusky Bay area there?
Yeah, it's in that general area. I think it's Port Clinton is the actual little city that they're in, but it's right there, Sandusky.
Yep, I got a chance to visit Winnis Point there, which I'm going to guess to say is south or southwest of Port Clinton, and I thought that I saw something with those decoys there too. I thought it was in that same general area right there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Just real quick, if anyone is listening to us live right now, we're kind of on the slow track to had a pretty good little following here last year, and I slipped up, and many weeks we did not do this show, and I kind of lost a little following that we have. So I know a lot of people listen to it recorded, but if you're listening to it live, you'd like to have a question for Dave, just call in and make any comments at all. Feel free. The area code is 347-637-1058. Area code 347.
And if you have a question for Brian.
Who did I say?
You called me Dave, but that's fine.
Dave, oh man. Brian, yes, and Brian, if you have a question for Brian of West Coast Signs, 347-637-1058. So speaking about that, Brian.
Yes.
What do we have that's going to be big and upcoming for Pitboss Waterfowl, Pitboss Fishing, and the Bad Influence? What's in the works, man?
We got some good stuff for you. We're gonna, you got that new boat this year, and right now it's just a plain plain boat, but soon it's gonna have some pretty sweet graphics on the side. You and I, we've been going back and forth, a lot of different designs going back and forth, and I think we're getting close. I think soon you're gonna see that boat from a distance, and people are gonna know who's coming. So
they're gonna know. Well,
some exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
I am too. Thank you very much. I appreciate your effort. You can kick my butt on this one a little bit, but kind of between, I guess we could say real life, Karen and myself, I kind of have an idea. She kind of has a direction she wants it to go. And, of course, I say this so nobody can really hear it, but I mean she is the true owner of the Bad Influence. So I have to take that in consideration. So I just can't go off and do what I want to do.
Have you seen the name of my boat?
I have.
She-worthy. Yeah, it's not he-worthy. It'd be she-worthy. Yeah, she owns that boat, too. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, and I think you kind of you didn't believe me when I first told you this. You made me, and maybe I'm first to step up and say sometimes maybe I am a tad bit picky, and I'm just a little bit tad bit picky of what I have done and what I like, and I don't think you quite believed me, but it is hard to get a decal, my duck head, Pitboss Waterfowl duck heads. It's hard to get those things done, and right at the moment, our good friend Dominic Martin in Quebec, that's really where those stickers come from. And I had many local people try to do them, and I mean, again, just they weren't laminated, or the printing wasn't good, or they weren't die cut, or whatever. And I mean, I got to say, just from what the samples you sent me were awesome. So Scott Moody does my webpage. He's made many logos out there, and he has the same problem where you can't find. Well, if you find somebody that can do them, they're like $8 each. You know what I mean? And ultimately, I think decals are something that somebody wants. They want kind of a handout, if you will, like you'd hand out your business card. And I can't afford to hand out $8 bills each time. So it's I am looking forward to the next run that I get done. You're definitely going to do them, and I say sincerely that your quality is very, very high. And like I said, I mean, maybe I am picky sometimes, but it is what it is. So
you know what? It's your logo, it's your name, it's your brand. You have every right to be picky. And I had a customer say something to me one time, and it sinks in and it makes sense, because he does the same thing. He gives stickers away, and but when someone gives you the opportunity to put that real estate, take up some real estate on the back of their car, the back of their truck, you want something that looks good, because not everybody is going to want you to put your sticker on the back of their truck or the back of their car. But when that one person, they do give you that opportunity, you want your logo to be nice and clean and crisp and clear and perfect, because you want it to stay there. You have that one little opportunity to be on the back of somebody else's car. So of course you should be picky, and you definitely you want quality to be sticking back there, because who knows, it could be a one-time shot. So everybody to be picky.
Well, I appreciate your effort on that. Thank you. Like I said, I've had lots. When I say lots, I mean I bet you the last 3 to 4 years. I've had many different people try to make them, and again, sometimes I feel bad like that I'm too picky, but I mean some of them. It's just I wanted something that looked very professional. Like I said, in the lamination and the die cut, I want the colors to be right, and I guess I want what I want. So but anyway, I was very pleased with what you had sent me. So
Well, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. You just mentioned, and I guess I did see a quick little video clip. Laser engraving. You can do that.
Yep. We do. I got a 60-watt water-cooled CO2 laser. It's a very cool little toy. I like to call it a toy because, being in the business, you buy the equipment to do things to make money. I mean, that's what we do.
For sure.
When I look at that stuff, when I'm looking at, I always look about what are the fun things that I can do for me. Because that's when I get real creative. I mean, I can laser engrave Joe Smith's name on a trophy all day long, and that's not very exciting. But the things that I get excited about are the little projects I do for myself. The little, I've lasered the name in the butt of a gun. I've cut out little custom logos. There's a group of guys that I hunt with, the River Reapers, and like 1 year before the beginning of the season, I laser cut the logo out of acrylic and gave everybody one. So like now, when they take pictures of different things, they can like stick this little laser engraved cutout in front of things, and it's really cool. So like, I call it a toy because I like to toy around with it. I like to play with it. But it is very cool, and it does hurt. Like if you ever happen to get your finger in the middle, I've happened to do that twice. It will burn through your finger very fast. But it's nice because it'll seal it right back up. It'll never bleed. It's awesome. But it's a cool piece of equipment. You can do some neat stuff with it.
Can you do glass?
I can do glass. I can do glass. I can do acrylic, wood, leather. I can do various metals. But with metals, it's a little tricky. You're really not doing anything into the metal. You're actually removing a coating. So if you have a piece of like anodized aluminum, when you laser it, what you're doing is you're removing that anodized color off. So I've done some things with like flashlights and like the aluminum water bottles. I've done some aluminum coffee containers and things like that, but they're all anodized. So when I laser it, it removes that anodized color off,
Gotcha.
And it's pretty neat.
Did you have you happened to see my Pitboss glasses that Karen and I enjoy our Crown Royal Black in? Our good friend, the Duck Slut, John from New Jersey, had them made for me for my birthday. And have you seen a picture of those anywhere?
I'm not sure. You drink Crown Royal Black? I didn't know that. I'm not sure if I know that. Sometimes we do. I mean, a rare occasion we do enjoy it. I'll have to look back and see if I see any of those pictures. I'm not sure. Yes, I have seen those glasses, and they look awesome.
We need some fishing glasses done with the skeleton logo. So that's where I was going with this whole glass thing. So now that I know that, that's just one more thing we need to add to the list that needs to be done.
Nice. You just keep adding to that list. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Now you've been on. It's been about 20 minutes or so here, Brian. Do you have a couple more minutes to hang out with us?
I still have half a glass of wine here. I'm good.
All right, man. All right. Well, we do have our first official caller this evening, and I think I know who this is. Let's, Mr. Finley Jones, are you with us this evening?
Yes, I am.
Finn, how are you doing, bud?
Am. Good.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Man, I haven't heard from you in forever. Have you been?
You just haven't had your show in a while.
Oh man, did you just sting me with that? I think you did.
You did.
My nose is bleeding. My nose is bleeding just a little bit. No, man, you're right. I have not done this in a while. Finn, we got Brian on with us this evening. Have you been listening to any of us?
Yeah.
How you doing, Finley?
Good.
That's good to hear.
I heard the last little bit of your gravy sentence.
The last little bit what now?
The last, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I got you. I didn't think I had you on hold that long. I'm sorry, man.
You're fine.
All right, Finn, for those who on the show that listen who do not know who you are, please introduce yourself.
My name is Finley Jones. I'm from Milton, Delaware.
And you are in what grade?
4th grade.
That makes you about 10 years old?
Yeah.
And what is one of your passions and one of the things you enjoy that you like to do with waterfowl hunting?
Duck calling and duck hunting.
Maybe a little bit of goose calling too?
Yeah.
With what you like to do with duck and goose calling, where did you get to travel this summer?
I got to travel to Ohio, Missouri, Illinois. November, I'll be going to Arkansas.
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good job, Finley.
Thanks. And I think I went to some in Maryland, and I've had I had New Jersey last weekend.
I was gonna say you were at Tuckerton last weekend, right?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I got first in duck and second goose.
Awesome,
That's
man.
great.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So with your traveling this year, I know I keep up with your mom and dad on Facebook. I see your pictures on there. I know you did well during the midsummer. I know you got a couple firsts, right?
Yeah. In Missouri, I got first in duck and first in goose in Illinois. And I don't even remember what I did in Ohio.
It's just all blur.
Yeah.
Oh, blur. Just another trophy in the box, right?
Yeah.
So Finley, in 10 years, are we going to see your name on the side of duck calls? Are you going to be the next Sean Mann? Or how's that going to work out?
That's questionable. I don't know yet.
So you will be, so the week of Thanksgiving you're going to be in Stuttgart.
I will be leaving a week, the Sunday that's before, so I'll be leaving Sunday, but no, I'll be leaving to go there on Sunday a week before Thanksgiving week.
Gotcha.
That sounds great.
We'll be coming back Monday, the day after the contest.
Very nice. With the first place?
Hopefully.
There you go.
Nice.
We'll be thinking of you on that for sure. Good?
$750, a new gun and a gold ring. Sounds pretty nice.
Finn, we're going to change gears for a second. You're saying, I know you're Milton, Delaware. You're down near Prime Hook. Have you been seeing any birds move in yet?
Not much. We've seen maybe 50 Canadians come in, and we've seen a good wave of mallards coming. We got some mallards down here, surprisingly. Right. We've got a couple teal too.
So late September, we're pushing October. You'll start to see some snow geese in your area. You guys have a good bunch of snow geese in there, don't you?
No, we don't.
No?
We have zilch. None.
No. But I mean, once we get into October, November, I mean, like Prime Hook, it holds a tremendous amount of snow geese, doesn't it?
Most of the time, they're at the bay.
Okay.
They'll cross over Prime Hook. Sometimes we'll sit in Prime Hook. In the morning, they'll sit in the bay, and they'll come over top of Prime Hook, and they go wherever they want pretty much after that. Gotcha.
You talked about Canada geese. Did you get out in September any for the September season?
No, we don't. No. We have maybe 200 down here.
Right.
But there's nowhere to hunt pretty much now because, for one, right when we had those geese, that's when everyone was starting to cut their crops.
Gotcha.
And that was that when they were they were getting to the end of it, and they wouldn't let us hunt because they would be out there working on the tractor, or someone was bow hunting there or something like that. That was already happening that day.
Gotcha.
So we never got on any of them.
Understood. You said something, and I was thinking, and it slipped my mind that quickly. Finley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I have open spot in the Banks boat this year, you good to go for Seaduck hunt?
Yeah, I'm pretty good as long as it isn't really when I'm in Arkansas. I'm clear anytime else.
So before or after Arkansas, you're good to go?
Yeah, I'm clear anytime. I can go pretty much tomorrow if you want me to.
Okay. Well, I think actually, you know what, you say that your season in Delaware is open. We have to wait a few days for it to open in Maryland, though.
Yeah, but we've got a couple rigs. We've got about 4 dozen of some scoters and some Americans and some longtails that I did. Came up with that I've painted. I've got about 4 dozen that I'm starting to get stuff to rig them up in the long line clips and.
Yep. Yeah, I saw you. The paint scheme you had last year for the surf scoters. That was an awesome job you did.
Yeah, really upgraded from the couple I've done last year. My long-tails beat them any day.
Yeah.
They look really good so far.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
There's got to be some. I'm just starting to get down to where I need to start touching up a little bit, and then we'll just rig them and we'll be good to go.
All right. So Finn, this year you're in 4th grade. You started, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Last year in 3rd grade when we talked, I mean, you had a couple girls that were chasing you pretty hard. Are you still seeing any of these girls that you were with last year?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure. I remember you got into that conversation with us last year. I wasn't sure if it was the same girls were chasing you or not.
I don't really care anymore.
Tell you what, stick to the ducks and the geese. Girls are trouble. Nothing but trouble.
I don't care anymore.
Good answer.
Finley Jones IV, I appreciate you calling in tonight, man. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Nice talking to you, Finley.
I look forward to seeing you soon, man. Thank you.
Yep. See ya.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Finley Jones calling in all the way from Milton, Delaware. Finn is awesome. Well, you heard you say you got a couple first place and some second there. He's an awesome duck and goose caller. If you have not checked him out, you get on YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pitboss Waterfowl. Scroll down through some of the videos, and you can see some from, I know I've got some footage of him from the Howdy Gray shows, and both duck and goose calling. So he is a very talented carver, so I appreciate him calling in. So
that's impressive. That's pretty neat. 4th grade.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. He's I think I met Finn. I bet you, man. Time flies, but I almost think it was 4 seasons. I think 4 summers ago, out at Ohio, he talked about the Ohio Waterfowlers Boot Camp.
Wow.
I think it's the first time. That's the first time I think. I mean, he's probably like doubled in height since I saw him there. I'm exaggerating slightly, but my point is that he was very, very young. Not that he's that old right now, but anyway, he is a very talented caller. So. Brian, what kind of trips you got planned? Anything good?
Let me think here. I don't know if I have anything planned at all.
A must do, something special, something on the bucket list. You're just going to be kind of just enjoying the things you've been doing in the past too.
Yeah, I think this season there's nothing planned. Next season, when I try to go out west every couple of years. It's not ducks or geese, but I do like to get out and chase elk. And so I'm trying to. I've gone out. Last time I was out was 2013. So it's always tough to find somebody to go with me. Everyone likes to talk that they want to go until it's time to write that deposit check.
Yeah.
But I'm working on that. I'm trying to. I got a real good relationship with an outfitter out there. Backcountry Outfitters. They're out of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. And real good family operation. They've been hunting the area for like 35 years, so they know it pretty well. And I'm trying to get back out there. That's probably my bigger trip. That's kind of planned. Here I hope to get out to the Ocean City area. I hear there's a good Seaduck guy out there. I don't know. Might have to try him out. Some guy named Jeff Coates. Have you ever heard of him?
Always welcome to go, man. Always welcome to go. You mentioned elk. I'm not a deer hunter, but that is something that I think I would enjoy doing. I have some fellows from Florida coming up to Seaduck hunt this year, and last week they were in New Mexico, and he was bow for elk. He was not successful, but said still had a really awesome time. I was kind of I asked him a bunch of questions, very curious to hear about his trip. But and then a good friend of mine, and Tom